how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm really happy summer's finally here because I'm a total summer person. So,
Yeah, where are you located?
well, I'm located in Boston, so
That's cool.
we only have a few months to really enjoy warm weather.
Yeah, our summer started a while ago.
All
So
right. Are you in California?
yeah, it's pretty hot here, like in the hundreds.
Oh my
Uh,
God, that's a little too hot for me. Yeah, how are you guys doing? You guys have like a lot of exciting things coming up, so
yeah, we're really excited about the new album, and hopefully we'll get out to Boston soon. We played there once, like 4 or 5 years ago. It was really cool.
oh wow. Do you remember the name of the venue?
No, I remember it was next to a college, some college. Yes.
Oh, you know what? It must be the Paradise Rock Club, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. So I
Oh,
think so.
nice. Yeah, you definitely have to come back. I would love to see you guys. Yeah, the new song Digital Paradise, and that's such a fun song and video. For you, what stands out the most about this song?
Yeah, so this song, it's actually the first song that I wrote, or, we like the idea was the first one before we even started writing the album. And I think it kind of set the way for the whole theme of the album. And it's kind of about how, kind of questioning what the future might look like if we merge with technology, and maybe our afterlife could exist in this digital space. So it's just kind of questioning that and exploring what what living forever would be possible through through technology. But it's also like a fun song, and some people interpret it as a love song. So it's interpretation.
Exactly. No, that's a cool concept. It kind of reminds me of the movie that Johnny Depp was in, Transcendence.
Yeah, I actually watched that movie after, because I love movies like Interstellar and like
Oh
Inception.
yeah.
So I didn't even know about that movie. And then I saw it, and yeah, I really like that idea. It's pretty fascinating.
Would you be down to like live forever like that, or
I don't know
is one
because
lifetime enough for you?
um yeah, why not? It's actually interesting because before we released the song, I posted on Facebook, kind of asking people, would you want to do that, or would you want to kind of upload your consciousness into a computer? Do you think the soul would, if you believe you have a soul, do you think it would also transfer into this digital space? And people had complete opposite viewpoints. So it's really interesting how some people are all into it. Some people are like, no way.
Right?
There's a lot to consider. It's kind of not an easy answer, and
I
that's
know it's
why,
like a heavy topic, but
yeah, no way.
I mean, as long as there's like a way to stay connected with your loved ones,
Hmm.
that's what I would really care about.
Yeah, yeah. I think if you exist in this digital space, you're probably connected to everyone, right?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So the new album, The Unknown, is that right? The Unknown, is that out this summer?
Yeah, it's actually out September 17th. So just um, but we are releasing, like, for example, we have another single coming out on Tuesday, called My Message of Madness, and the album is going up on pre-order at that time, July 6th. And then the title track music video is releasing in August. So we're gonna release all the like special bundles and everything in August,
Oh,
right?
very fun.
For the release. So
Yeah, so
yeah.
people have a lot to look forward to until September. So that's cool.
Yeah, we have a bunch of cool stuff. I'm making a painting for each song, so we're making like this, these special edition packages. Trying to do something really special for the release, because we haven't released music in 2 years. So plus this album is definitely by far our best music, so we wanted to do something really cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that you're an artist as well. So I mean, you have so many talents. Very creative person.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my mom always drew, so I kind of grew up watching her paint. So I always loved that. And yeah, eventually, I figured like, why not incorporate it into the band somehow? And it's fun for me.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I wish I knew how to draw, but I suck at making noses. Like when I draw people, I can't
Oh,
I can't draw noses.
this is very hard. But you can
Yeah.
draw, it doesn't necessarily have to be people. Like there's so many art forms now. Yeah.
And you guys have been together for a decade, right? It's gonna be
Yeah,
coming up
actually,
10 years.
in September, actually, when the CD comes out, it's gonna be a decade. Crazy how time flies.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does it feel like it's flown by or does it feel like 10 years?
Yeah, yes and no, because like I look back and there's so much we've been through, and just like, lots of history, just evolving the band, and doing the tours and all the albums, and just how much work it takes. But in a way, it flew by, so there's a lot of memories, but they went by really fast.
What would you say are some of the biggest highlights that stand out to you when you look back?
I guess the first highlight, probably when we wrote the song In a Dream, and we went to Michael Wagner's studio in Nashville, and we recorded the second album there. Because the song was the first one we wrote together, and it kind of set the way for the band to start evolving. And working with Michael Wagner was really inspirational. And he has, for him, it's all about the music. For those of you who don't know Michael Wagner, he did Masters of Puppets, like all the big 80s bands like Ozzy, Black Sabbath, like that's Michael Wagner. And he's just such a cool person. So he really inspired me. And then, after that, just like working with a lot of really interesting people like Mike Plotnikoff and now Howard Benson, and also like, touring, like going to Japan and Europe. So
Wow, that
those
must
are
be a dream.
also, we went to Iceland and filmed the music video there. It's just I remember all these things just because I know how much pain in the ass it was to put it together. So like, making it happen and then looking back at it is really cool.
The music video, it was like difficult to film.
Oh yeah, I mean everything you do these days is very difficult, But yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun, but yeah, it's difficult just getting there and planning everything and
Like all
having
the logistics.
and just like also you kind of have to be a little fearless to kind of do stuff, because you kind of dive in head first, and you have to take a lot of risks. So but looking back at it, it's pretty rewarding, so it's cool.
Well, those are some cool highlights. And I know Michael Wagner, I think he just retired, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, after I think he sold like 90 million albums, not more.
Well, he has a lot to be proud of. He deserves retirement after that.
Yeah.
And so you guys have some plans to tour after the album?
Yeah, we're probably going to announce touring plans sometime in August, around September. Right now, things are still kind of weird out there. So I think we're going to start doing full-on tours beginning of 2022. Just because, when you tour and some states have some restriction, like it's hard to route.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also want to go back to Europe. And I know like England is kind of they're still getting out of the pandemic. So we're going to wait it out till the new year and really get our show together, because we really want a big show to support the music. So we want to make sure we have something epic to bring to people. But before then, we'll probably do one-off shows, maybe, in the US. So we'll see.
That's awesome. Yeah. Hopefully, I think we're getting to that point where we're kind of out of the tunnel, but not quite yet. But I feel like we're getting closer, so that's good.
I hope so. Yeah, I feel like we are. Yeah, LA is pretty much open now. But, now they're scaring people with the new variant. And
I know, right? It's like, come on, we've had enough.
I know.
Well, I want to ask you, as a fan of music, is there like a concert that you attended as a fan that is very memorable to you?
I always wanted to go see Rammstein in concert. I haven't seen them live yet, but I've seen them online, and I love their just all the fire and all the sets. They're pretty cool. I've seen Nightwish in concert, and they were a great band live, and I love all the stage setup and just how European bands, there's so much the sound is so huge, like all the keyboards and everything. So yeah, it was really fun to watch. But yeah, there's a lot of bands I haven't seen that I'd like to. I'd like to see Nine Inch Nails because I love.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold. I'd like to see them live.
I haven't seen any of those yet, but they all sound like they would put on a good show.
Yeah.
No, I hear like in Europe, like the concerts are like so much more energetic, and
yeah,
people are like really into the show,
Yeah, and I think it's because also they really they put a lot of emphasis on musicianship.
Oh, like for the quality of music, yeah.
Well, that too. But for example, they would extend guitar solos, and they would do all these keyboards, and they really go full out. And it's funny because when we started working with Howard Benson, and Howard, produced bands like Chemical Romance and Hailstorm, really big rock bands. But not a lot of them have big guitar solos, keyboards, or so. We have a little bit of that, so he was really interested in that. And then we were talking about how Europe is so different in that way. If we play our songs there, we would extend everything and just let the music kind of play more.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm all about that. I love guitar solos.
Yeah, it's fun, and it creates energy, and it's not just about singing, it's about kind of being immersed in the music. So I like that too.
Exactly. Are there any bands that you're really digging right now, like newer bands?
Yeah, I mean, lately I've been listening to a lot of over the last year, I listened to a lot of movie soundtracks just because I love that style of music as well. Bands let's see. Oh my God, I can't think any new stuff.
Which movie soundtracks?
I love the movie. One of my favorites is from Requiem for a Dream. I love that sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, also The Fountain. Not a lot of people have seen that movie, but it has great soundtrack as well. Also,
I don't know if I've seen it. Does it have any famous actors in it?
Yeah, it has Hugh Jackman in it. Wolverine.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good. And then it has Rachel Weisz. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that, but I'll have to check it out.
Check it out. It's a really good movie. But yeah, and Epica released the new album. It's really good. Within Temptation. I always liked their newer stuff just because they're heading into this sort of electro rock vibe. Yeah, I mean, also Amaranth. Yeah, it's kind of weird because over the last year everybody's kind of been locked up, but some people released music everything.
Oh, I know. There's so much music coming out now, which it makes up for it in a way. It's even if we can't see live music, at least we have new music to appreciate.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think even Nine Inch Nails also released new music.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love a lot of bands from the 90s. I wish I could have a time machine and see a lot of these bands in their heyday, when they were really big.
Yeah, I also always wanted to see Led Zeppelin live,
Oh yeah, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, also big fan of Chris Cornell. He's such an amazing singer. I've never seen him live.
His voice was impeccable.
Yeah, definitely. Also, we're doing a cover of the Who song "Love Reign Over Me," and I kind of started digging into the Who music, and they have really great songs, lyrically and just.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, it was really fun to write. And not a lot of people know that song actually, because it wasn't their big radio hit, because it's like 8 minutes long. So I had to edit a little bit. But it's really fun. There's a big keyboard intro in the beginning, and it's a really epic song. So
I know, like classic rock, it's just like on a different level. You know, they had the whole package, you know, lyrically, musicianship was, you know, top notch. A lot of them
yeah,
had like good stage presence. So
yeah, and I think like people put more time and money into it. Like I remember our producer Mike Plotnikov was telling us about AC/DC's, the song um, Heaven Hell's Bells,
oh
and
yeah,
there's that bell at the beginning, and they traveled all around the world. Like the producer traveled all around the world trying to record the church bells, and none of them he liked. So eventually they spent so much money building their own bell.
what?
Yeah.
Wow, they
So
went to that length just to get the right bell sound. Wow.
like bands used to do that in those days just because you had the money, and they really took their time, and it really translated into the music. So
Exactly.
we try to really take our time and make everything the best we can, and we spend too much money on it, but it's out there forever. So yeah.
Yeah, I love what you guys are releasing so far. So I can't wait to hear the rest of the album this September.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're really excited.
Well, is there anything else that you want to mention that your fans should look out for?
Well, just look out for the new music. So we have the next single, which is My Method, Your Madness. We have a music video for it. Look out for The Unknown, the title track, because it's one of the most meaningful songs I think we've ever written. And I really hope you guys love it, because it's a really special song for me. And yeah, just, the album is very diverse. I think there's something for everybody in there. And we're just super excited to share it and play it live. So
Very cool. Well, Marguerite, I really appreciate your time and hope to
well,
see you in Boston one day.
yes, likewise. Let's keep in touch and look forward to meeting you in person.